they're going to give up their arms and do it for a religious purpose, it certainly would make some sense that they're going to give it up for God, and that they would see as a logical way to do that is to cash them. And so they bury them. Now we're at the last interesting part, which is how in the world the destruction of the city of Ammonihah ties into all of this. We have the destruction of the innocent, and the Lamanites here in the position where they've just wiped out everybody, and they've killed as many people as they want to kill, and they said, oh darn, this is too easy, I'm going to go kill somebody harder. Why would they do that? In the text, Mormon tells us why they're coming up against the city of Nephi. They are rebelling against their king. And they said, we want to overthrow the king and put a new one in place. Now, Mormon isn't too interested in politics, and so he doesn't tell us much about that. But we can pretty much assume that it worked for two reasons. One, the next time we see the anti-Nephi guys, they're fleeing to Zarahemla. They're not Nephi anymore. They're probably being kicked out. The next thing is, there was no resistance. Of course they're going to be able to overthrow the king. Nobody prevented them from doing it. So they put a new king in. That makes all the difference in Mesoamerica, because one of the things that must happen, again, part of this religion, the cult of war, is that when you install a king, you must have captives in battle, so that you can extol them in stone of the people that you captured. They didn't have any, because the people of anti-Nephi didn't fight back. Okay, now they've got a problem. What problem do we have? We've got a new king that we're trying to seek in the city of Nephi. We don't have any captives to sacrifice. Now what do? Okay, let's go make a lightning raid on the city of Ammonihah that isn't expecting us. We don't care whether or not we get any land out of it because we don't want. The only thing we want to bring back are the captives. And the text of the Book of Mormon tells us that the only thing they took out of there doesn't mention anything about booty, about spoils of war. The only thing it says that they took from the city of Ammonihah was captives. And with seating a new king in a minor world, they needed them. Time to wrap up. Okay. How do I do over time? What we've been looking at has nothing to do with proof of the Book of Mormon. Because none of those things are the kind of thing where you could say, oh yeah, okay, I see where that makes a proof. What they are, however, is a set of complex, interrelated coincidences that are really hard to explain away. When you start talking about a Mesoamerican context that can tell us why certain discourses were being given, that can tell us why the city of Ammonihah was important to be taken at that particular point in time, when you can use an interpretive context to be productive and be able to give you more information than you had before, and you begin to see times when there's a probability that you're looking at a context that has a chance of reflecting the actual situation of the Book of Mormon. When you compare that with some of the coincidences like tents, that are those single points of coincidence around which the entire world can spin, these are more complicated. These are more specific to a very close time and place. And for my money, it tells me a lot more that the Book of Mormon is exactly what it says it is, which is an ancient text that took place in a particular point in time. Thank you.